There are many who are comfortable in their discomfort. I'm not speaking to them. Hey, I'm Rosemary Nonny. This is the Deliberate Live Stream. And I'm here speaking to those who are uncomfortable, who feel out of place in their own lives. That was me. As a pharmacist, as the woman who won a Porsche Boxster for being Businesswoman of the Year in the wrong business for her. That was me, uncomfortable in the life that I had created that looked good from the outside looking in. I had visions of things that I wanted to do, just the same as you do, because it's not really about me. I can tell my story 20 million ways. But the truth of the matter is that what it comes down to is at some point I made a decision that the vision I carried inside of me, the desires I carried in my heart for the life that I wanted were mine to create. And at some point you have to make that decision too. Sometimes I come on here and you know what, I almost feel like I'm appealing to those who just want something that tickles their ear, makes them feel good, feel good for a bit. But then they go back into their regular life and you know what, no, they're comfortable in their discomfort. I don't want to speak to those anymore. I'm speaking to you, the spirit-driven leader who knows that you're here for something more. For me, I knew I was here to do some singing, for goodness sake. Here I am with my guitar. And it took me ages to get to the point where I recognized and allowed myself to step into that calling for my life. I knew I was here to speak in some way, but I felt, I'm a woman. Am I allowed to? Because that's the way I was brought up. Maybe not an issue for some of y'all. I was spiritual. I've been spiritual since the day I was born. Well, we all are, right? But I was consciously spiritual for quite a while, okay? But I didn't think it was reasonable to fit that into my everyday life. And so I separated it, thinking, you know what, no, I will be spiritual at church at the weekends, and do all of that stuff. But during the week, when I'm the pharmacist, when I'm the property investor, we put all our spiritual things aside. But this is the thing. This world is calling for a new breed of leader. A leader who combines both the woo-woo with the practical. We have lots of spiritual people who are just, quoting the Bible verses or the whatever spiritual text they have, basically. They're just quoting it. And they know the theory, but they're not living the expression of what we're here to do. So that's one side. And then we have the other side of people who are very practical. That was me. Okay, yes, I spoke all the Christianese and the spiritualese, but I also gave more credence to my more masculine side. Hello, honey, how you doing? I gave more credence to the work my ass off until I don't even know what, until finally I realized that there needs to be a combination of both. The world would make you feel illogical, unreasonable for trying to combine the both. And I say to you, the uncomfortable, spirit-driven leader, the world needs you to shine your freaking light now, literally. Because we've come, this is the way I see it, okay? And I'm speaking to those that this resonates with. You know that the way that the world is working, is running, isn't working. But because spirit-driven leaders will not rise, because you're buying into the old paradigm, which is all practical, or I'm just going to hide away in my little spiritual temple over here somewhere, basically, and not actually live to the fullness of my potential. So here I am, anyway. I'm going to sing this for you because this is me living out my calling and inviting you to awaken and stop denying who you are, because there is room for you if you will create it. Because that was the thing. I was waiting for someone to give me permission to sing and to coach and to teach and to do the things that I knew that I was born to do. But until I gave myself permission, it didn't matter. I stayed uncomfortable. But I finally surrendered to my calling, and now I support other people in making that transition, because this is the thing. You are limited until you fully own your life's purpose, your true design. You are limited, so was I. But in choosing to step into my purpose, I took the limits off. All the worries you're worrying about, oh, am I going to be able to look after my family if I do all the things that I dream about doing? Am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to, are people going to think I'm stupid? you will find that when you allow yourself to actually live to the fullness of your potential, all of that stuff fades away, and yes, you will be able to take care of your responsibilities. The divine did not give you a vision for you to be destitute with it, but you still have to say yes. This is an affirmation. Actually, I should have practiced it before I came on here. How do I remember the chords? This is an affirmation that I love to sing to remind myself of things. Okay, here we go. I choose to live out my calling. I choose to live out my calling. I choose to live out my calling. I will not die with my music in me. I will not die with my music in me. And again, I choose to live out my calling. I choose to live out my calling. I choose to live out my calling. I will not die with my music in me. I will not die with my music in me. And I sing that to you. I will not die with my music in me, because yes, honey, you get to choose. Are you going to allow yourself to awaken to actually who you are and start living out the call on your life? Or are you going to keep being uncomfortable? So I invite you to take a look at Awaken. This is where we work together one-on-one for 90 days. Okay? We work together one-on-one for 90 days so that you master the art of deliberately designing a life of freedom, of fulfillment, and total financial abundance, as well as being love on this planet. I invite you to join me for Awaken, but we have to have a conversation first. This is one-on-one work. We want to be sure that we're fit for each other. Okay? So go over right now to rosemarynonny.com/awaken. If you are done with playing the small game, if you are done with pretending you don't know what you're here to do, if you are done with trying to dampen out the desires of your heart, telling yourself it's impractical, telling yourself that it's not sensible to do this, honey, where has sensible and reasonable got you? And let me remind you of this: no reasonable person did anything worth remembering. Okay? So if you want to make a dent on this planet, and you actually also want to get to the end knowing that you lived, really lived, then go have a look at Awaken. You'll know if it's right for you, and then we'll have a conversation to see if we're fit to work together. Much amazing love. Share this with somebody else. Guys, what I say about the new breed of leaders, it really is real. The old paradigm is fading. It's fading away. And you're still trying to live to it, telling yourself that, you can't give up all the things that you've created right now. The choice may be taken away from you if you don't rise up and start being the leader you know you're born to be. So awaken, honey. Until the next time, my loves. Share this with someone else. Go and have a look at rosemarynonny.com/awaken. I look forward to speaking with you. Do it quick, because I can only work with so many people. Much love.